This is Lachi. Am I saying it right?
Yes, you are. Thank you very much.
How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for having me.
The last time I saw you, you were at an audition for me. You came through. You played the keyboard for me.
I played the keyboard at that time, yes.
And then you said on your way out, by the way, Miss B, I am also an artist. I sing too, and I'll send you some of my information.
Right, yeah.
That's why I contacted you.
Yes, ever since then, when I first met up with you, I was relatively new to the city.
Right.
Didn't really know anybody. And then as time went on, I put my music out there, started doing some shows, and started really getting some recognition. And since that time, I have toured. I have signed to one of my albums came out on EMI, another one came out on Sony. I ended up opening for Patti LaBelle and Questlove of the Roots and several other major acts. And so I've been blessed to get around with my music, actually.
Absolutely. And I know that you also had like a clothing line that was like behind you. Or
I did get endorsed by Rude Boy Clothing.
Right.
Yes, I got endorsed by them relatively recently after the release of my latest single, Boss, the Boss EP.
Right.
And so yeah, they've been a great help, and I've gotten several other endorsements.
Let's talk about this book.
Yes.
Let's talk about the Ivory Staff.
It's called The Ivory Staff.
What is this about?
The Ivory Staff is actually a socio-fantasy. But it follows a young girl as she journeys through a very difficult journey, trying to go from her impoverished class up to the regal class, to let them know that, hey, we're human beings, we're intelligent, and we live and breathe just like you do. We also have 10 fingers and toes, and we should be treated the same way.
Okay.
But the book really follows her journey through to getting to that point where she can showcase herself as a strong, smart, intelligent woman of willpower. And I think that the gist of the story really steps upon perseverance and following your dreams and leading by example. You don't have to actually go up to someone and say, hey, love me, I'm great. But if you are just your best self, people will learn that about you. And I feel like this book tries to convey that to its reader.
And you didn't have to say, come and love me, because then you just, like you said, just be yourself.
Just showcase it, exactly.
Absolutely, because you have to showcase yourself.
Exactly.
All the time. All the time.
If you want a specific change to happen, you have to be that change.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So it's available on Amazon, Barnes & Nobles. It's released as an ebook and in paperback. And it's released through a publishing agency called Library Tales Publishing. Very excited it just came out.
What made you decide to write this book?
Well, actually, all of my writing always centers around perseverance, because I myself, being that, I'm actually legally blind, I always have to work just a little harder to get the same exact thing that other people. Yes, I am. Did you not know that?
No.
Yes, ma'am, I am. And I have to work just a little bit harder just to get the things that come easy to other people.
Okay.
And I feel like in my music and in my writing, I always write about strength, perseverance, and overcoming odds, because that's pretty much just what my whole life is.
Oh my goodness, I didn't know that, and I'm sitting next to you. I noticed that you do the thing with it, but I haven't seen you, but I met you one time and I saw you again today.
Right.
So I didn't know that, and you're not sitting around saying, why me, why me, why me? Why me?
Exactly.
You know?
Well, because I understand that feeling that people of my sort of situation do have. I know a lot of people in my situation, and I mean, I understand where they're coming from. They're raised in a certain way to believe that they are not able to do a lot of things.
Right.
But, it's all in the mind, because we're all creative and we can always figure out ways to get around and to do things and achieve our goals with whatever problems we have, because you know what? Everybody has tons of problems.
I have mental illness.
Right.
And
right. And look at you, and look at what you're doing.
And I say it all the time, and people, we all have mental illness.
We all have a problem, yes.
All of us have problems.
Right.
And I'm not standing in the street picking boogers and smearing it on my face or wiping it on you.
Thank you for that.
but we all have our own thing.
We do.
How long did it take you to write this book?
I wrote this book throughout my undergraduate years. And so I wrote it when I wasn't in class or in between classes and things like that. So it took me 4 years.
Okay.
But I don't think it would have taken that long if I wasn't also concentrating on school. But people can find this book on Amazon.com, on Barnes & Nobles, or at my website, mlachi.com, MLACHI.com. It's another place you can find the book.
And not only that, Lachi, you're a producer.
Yes.
You're a composer. You're an arranger. You write your own songs and you
Yes.
make your own music.
Yes, ma'am.
And what we're going to do, we're going to put that video out there for the world to see this
Well,
video.
thank you guys so
now,
much.
introduce this video.
So this video is actually a selfie video. It's called Such a Fool, which is also out on Amazon. And I
Okay.
really hope you guys enjoy it.
Okay, let's go to that video. Thank you so very much.
Yes.
Oh, that's wonderful. Now, this video is called The Boss.
This is called Such a Fool.
Such a
It's
fool.
actually a re-release of a song that I had put out a while ago, but if you purchase Boss, you get it.
It's on that CD.
It is on the hard copy CD, yes.
Okay. I thank you for coming on the show.
This is for you, signed,
Oh.
sealed, delivered.
And thank you very much. This is the Ivory Staff.
Yes.
You must go out and purchase it
Yes.
at
Amazon.com or mlachi.com, MLACHI. So
okay, and I'll have this information.
that's for you too.
Oh, thank you. I'll have this information next week on the rerun of this show.